boy!
The Gatak Railen is an alien medium hauler from Gatak Industries and prioritizes speed of loading and unloading cargo by having it all on the exterior. The Railen is our first dedicated cargo hauler from an alien race, and this is an important moment in that a lot of our other alien ships are combat focused. Just like us, they also need an entire suite of ships to be able to fulfill what they do every day in their lives.
All right, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not an alien ship guy. I'm just gonna be honest with you, I'm not. But this looks sick. This looks sick.
So one of the things that we really wanted to push with our alien ships is just that distinction from kind of human manufacturing techniques and alien manufacturing techniques. We kind of developed this idea that they had this really kind of advanced systems that would allow them to be able to almost kind of grow their ships in the shapes that they wanted. So things like the really big armored plates that are on the front of the ship. The idea was that these were naturally mined materials rather than having to kind of go in and extract these materials and then refine them and refine them and refine them.
I had to stop thinking like human and start thinking like Xi'an.
You know what? That is a good point. As an artist, you probably have to do that, yeah.
How would an alien design shapes, movement, and technology?
With the Xi'an specifically, they have a lot of control over how they can manipulate different structures. So with the Railen, it has this really distinct state change between its flight silhouette and its landed silhouette.
Were those landing gear? No way! No way, dude! That was landing gear?
Manipulate different structures. So with the Railen, it has this really distinct state change between its flight silhouette and its landed silhouette.
The original concept had triangular cargo containers themselves holding the cargo inside, but now during production we've changed that to use standardized cargo grids.
I knew they would, by the way.
That means you are not constrained by any of the mission types that you would have had before, having to manually load all these cargo units into custom cargo containers. Now you can just turn up to any location. It supports up to 32 SU containers, so you can just load them on easily, offload them easily.
This thing is massive!
We have two size 2 tractor turrets that sit on the bottom wings. 2 rear bridge seats each control one of these turrets and can use them to add and remove cargo from the cargo grid as they like.
Dude.
The turrets move with the wings. You have an okay view when the wings are deployed, so when you're flying around in space. But when your wings are in the landed position, you have a really, really good view over the cargo grids.
Dude, that's the best tractor beam view I've ever seen in my life. Go gadget tractor beam. That's so good.
And for those who really appreciated the original aesthetic of those triangular cargo pods, we've retained the signature triangular elements of that as a deployable armored shield over the cargo beds.
No! Oh my gosh, they're genius. They took what was the problem and made it into a solution. That is so genius, man.
The shields themselves are a physical barrier that stop projectiles from hitting the cargo themselves. Obviously, having it deployed makes the cargo very hard to take off, but offers that protection.
Dude.
This essentially makes a sort of hybrid interior-exterior cargo ship. You get the benefits of both systems. You have the ease of loading of exterior cargo, as well as the protection of interior cargo.
Absolute
and then
genius.
as a further benefit for those of you like counting boxes, we also managed to increase the cargo capacity from 320 to 640 with these changes as well.
Yay! I think we knew
On
that
the
already.
Railen, you can enter the ship one of 2 ways. So if the ship is landed, you enter through a lift at the very bottom.
What?
And if you are in flight or you're in space, you have a docking collar on the top rear.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
The elevator shaft is a really nice, like, central part of the whole ship. It's the first thing you see as you walk in, and it leads you through every floor.
Okay, dude. That is sick. The weapon rack comes out and you have like, dude, that is so sick.
You can see all the way up.
A lot of our human ships tend to be quite flat, quite long, whereas what we've tried to develop is this idea that the aliens prefer a little bit more kind of verticality to their ship. The middle floor of the ship is all habitation.
The habs are very strange when you first walk in. You kind of have a big bank of these pods that feel quite strange and different to the kind of habitations you might be used to in a typical human ship.
Okay.
But at the same time, it's incredibly cozy in there. You kind of have to crawl into the space. You have all this really nice stonework that covers the bed. We carry on this same sort of motif of these ribbons that sort of run around every part of the ship,
That's
which you
cool.
can imagine is kind of carrying the energy and the power from the engineering and powering all these rooms.
Dude,
We
that
tried
is...
to make it feel quite relaxing, quite calm. So they brought in these waterfalls that run down the sides of the walls in the mess area. On one side, you've got the bathrooms, and on the opposite side, you've got the food preparation area. As this is an alien ship, it caters to both the Xi'an and the humans. So for the humans, you've got a chow line where you're able to get your food and your drink.
Alongside the very specialist Xi'an food area.
Are these the ones that eat poop?
These are the ones that eat poop, or are these the ones that poop squares? I can't remember.
Poop squares. So is poop in those containers?
These are the turtles, but they behave like birds.
And then off to either side, we have a small room that has a small bench and like a viewing out over the front of the ship. We've got the 2 escape pods on either side and also the turret access.
Escape pods.
Finally, if you take the elevator up to the top floor, it takes you straight into engineering.
The engineering is really kind of imposing, and it just feels very important. You can tell that there's like a lot of power running through this room. Your different component bays all around the room facing you.
Oh my gosh, I gotta watch that again. I'm sorry, just give me a minute. I hate alien ships, dude, but they are so beautiful, dude. Look at that. Do you see that open? Watch
A lot of power running through this room. Your different component bays all around the room facing you. And they all open up with like the impressive Xi'an tech grav plating all moving out of the way. The alien design comes in with quite how wide these component bays are. Like there's a lot of room that accommodates more space needed to access them than just a slim little engineer who's making his way in.
Dude.
You also have these beams that are coming across the ceiling, and you can tell that there's power thrumming through like these ribbons that are coming from each of the component bays. It's a really, really interesting room, and it was a lot of fun to work on.
Oh, I can see that.
As you go towards the front of the ship, you're into the bridge area.
Oh my
And this
gosh.
probably has one of the best views out of a lot of ships that we've done.
There is 4 seats floating on air, so that feels like it's totally alien, uncanny thing. When you enter the seat, they're rotating with a fancy flying animation.
That is so sick.
I hope that they feel really wow effect, because it's pretty different than the usual ships we have.
That is so sick. That view is sick too.
The cargo capacity of the ship lends itself to the vast majority of cargo missions, so it's great for cargo players. And it's not short in the firepower category either. It has great turrets and pilot control weapons as well as missiles.
It has. I think all the team did their job so fantastic.
It
Agreed.
looks cool, sharp, aggressive.
Very happy with it. I really like the overall aesthetic on the interior, and the design is an interesting way to use this sort of tall 3-story ship in still actually quite a small space.
Dude.
This ship is for someone that wants to go out with their friends, they don't mind taking on a bit of danger, and they want to look a little bit different, a little bit cool doing it.
Look cooler in Alpha 4.8.2. I'm gonna be honest, I think that was sick. I'm not an alien ship kind of guy, but I think that was actually awesome. That was really cool. You know what I like about the alien ships is the number one, the story design they talk about, but also like the way all the mechanics move around. Obviously, like the components, doors opening, the pilot seats like floating, the elevators floating. Like it's all really, it's just cool, man. It's cool. I absolutely love that. That was actually sick. That was sick.